Hey folks, how you doing? It's Sunday, and what better way to spend a relaxing Sunday than to do a bit of laundry, which I'm sure you can hear in the background, and to have some coffee. Now, a while back ago, I did a video on coffee presses and just had so much fun interacting with the YouTube community about that I've continued to answer questions here and there about coffee and coffee presses. About 2 weeks ago, HighWave contacted me to discuss using one of their new products that's actually going to come out on the market in July. It's called the Javaale, and they sent me one for free, and all they asked is that I give them my honest opinion about the product. They didn't even ask me to do a video about it, but I thought I would because I think it's a pretty cool product. The Javaale comes in a box just like this. And when you look at the box, you may not have any idea what you're going to get. So let me show you close up. It is a glass. It is hand-blown borosilicate, but it's double-walled. Now, double-walled means that you pour your beverage in the cup, and because it has two linings, whatever you put inside stays hot or cold, and while it does transfer some heat to your hand, it doesn't sweat, it doesn't get too hot. It also has a rubberized base so that you can put it directly down on the table. And this is kind of cool because it really means that you need no coaster when sitting at your desk. And because it has such a wide base, it's not going to tip over very easily. And that's pretty cool. Now, what exactly is the Javaale? Now, as its name infers, it has something to do with coffee. And you would be right. This is the coffee press itself, and it sits inside, it goes down, and presses your grounds all the way down to the bottom, locking them down in here. The flap actually can create a seal in the top so you can actually, be very safe around your computer and other electronics, or even if you're in your car. And then to drink, you just tip the lid and then tip it back like that. So let me show you it in action. And through the magic of editing, we're back. Now I have, of course, put some coffee in the beverage here, and gotta say, it's a little bit harder to touch than it normally is. Just off the boil, it's been sitting in here for about 4 minutes, and let's take a look at the press. So you take the little pressing plunger and you put it in, and down we go, all the way down, and just use a couple fingers to get it through the bottom there. Now, it does create a nice little seal at the top, and that's both good and bad. Now, one of the things that I really enjoy about the glass is that it does keep it very warm. Now, it's still a little bit too warm to touch right after it's came out of the kettle and put it in there while it did its coffee magic brewing cycle. To drink it, as I said, you tip the edge and you just kind of tip it like you normally sip. As you start getting lower and lower into the beverage, your nose does hit the lid, and that takes a little bit getting used to. But the nice thing is that when you are done, when you are done drinking, or you want to walk away from your desk, you can actually put the lid topside again, and it helps retain the heat while you're away from your desk. Two improvements that hopefully might make their way into future generations of the product would be some sort of fill line on the glass. When you put your water in, you really don't know how much water you need to fill up with to make your cup of coffee, and every time is just a little bit different. I haven't gotten it right yet. The other thing that would be nice to do is, I personally wouldn't like, a line just etched into the glass around there, but maybe some kind of frosted feature so you can kind of gauge where it was. The tilting lid is great in that it creates the watertight seal and that it protects the heat but for people with a big schnoz like myself, it kind of does get in the way. All in all, I really like the product. I made tea last night. I've had 3 cups of coffee today. I think it's fantastic. And if you like coffee presses, if you are at the office or something, I think this would be something that's kind of nice because it does keep it warm, well, maybe 30-40 minutes or so, much more than your standard coffee mug. So it goes on sale, I believe, in July from HighWave. There you go, there's the box again. And I want to thank them a great deal for sending this out to me. This is something I'm definitely going to take with me to Korea for tea and coffee. That way I don't have to make a whole pot of either one. And have a great weekend. We'll see you soon.